Welcome to another World Tour. It has been always requested for a long time, so here it is. World download is always in the description for further information on things like mods and texture packs. You can find all of those in the Discord if you're interested. I'm just gonna start going around showing you everything, some cinematics because that's just easier. And here we go. So to start off, storage system, pretty simple, just a circle of chests. I guess not a circle, but just some chests. Nothing automatic yet. Right here, diamond beacon. I'm still working on the diamond record, so it's it's going better. If you just follow this path, there's a boring collection of my Notjet pools right next to Furnace Array and Sugarcane Farm and a Bamboo Farm. Of course, you have the Technoblade statue to honor his death. And right behind that, some nether wart, an absolutely gigantic vine farm, and what are those? Glowberry? And a glowberry farm. Right here we have an azalea tree, leaf, whatever farm. Does all the things. I had to build this to get enough leaves for the bee farm. Right here we have a small dripstone farm. Again, this is just preparation for bigger projects because I'm planning to make a huge dripstone farm. This is the stone farm. Pretty simple design, manual stone farm. So you actually get the stone and don't have to smelt cobblestone or something. It's 72,000 per hour, which is pretty much max, without any mining mods or something. Of course, you got the cobblestone farm, which is just TNT based. I also have some smaller random farms here, like a sea pickle farm, and hanging and weeping vine farm. This is just a small build I did out of boredom. It's just cool to have. Then this thing is a brown mushroom farm, which was used to build a pretty cool slime farm. Relatively new design by Mango. I'm sure at this point of time you all know it. I'm gonna show this later. Of course, you got your cactus farm, and I also have a glow lichen farm. Just because there's no particular reason, I just wanted to have one, so I made one. Concrete converter, then bone meal farm and a general tree farm, which can do 4 types. I also have some bone meal storage over here and even a hanging root farm. I'm just having fun constructing all kinds of weird and wonky farms that most of those you don't really need, but it's just cool to have them. If we go further to the right, there's the nether tree farm and another beacon. Pretty great design, got me a ton of blocks already. Of course, you got your string farm, because I'm not gonna do what I did in Season 2 and farm from a single cave spider spawner for 2 hours to just get a couple stacks of string. So this does 20,000 per hour, never gonna need more. Right here I built some small decoration for fox that randomly spawned in a plains biome. I don't know how it got here, but that's there. Another very small pumpkin and melon farm. I just built this like a couple 100 days in, and it's been working ever since, giving me way more pumpkins and melons than I ever needed. More animals. These are just pets I collected over time. Nothing crazy. Small bee farm to supply me with all the honey blocks, comb and bottles that I could need for the beginning before making the bigger bee farm. Opposite of that, we have some mass item storage, like early game mass item storage. So I have 10,000 of each dye, just because I probably need those. I mean, I know I will need those, but for now, they're just sitting here. Then some other things like dirt, grass, some wheat seeds. Then we have more storage silos for other dyes, which I need mass quantity of, like black and white. And right here is a sheep farm. This got me all the wool for pretty much any project so far. I might make a bigger version in the future, but now this is good. For the decoration of this area, I also made like a few, I guess you can call them biomes. So we have Honeyblock Mountain, the moss area, blackstone area back there, and the rest is just black concrete and snow. Okay, back to where we were. This is a pixel art of a stick, like the default Minecraft stick because it was requested in the stream. And we also have the bamboo farm I already showed you. Behind the bamboo farm, if I just fly around here, this is a kelp farm. It's pretty simple, nothing crazy, but I already got like 100,000 kelp, which I will never need more of. The only other things in this area are some villages. Just a simple trading hall to get glass and some enchanting books. I got a baby zombie, which was sitting on a chicken, but the chicken somehow died. I have no idea how. I gave it a name tag and everything. Down there is another beacon. Small mine to get some resources. We got some brewings and more storage. And a bit of enchanting even. Don't use this anymore, but you know, it's helpful in the video days. Oh yeah, iron farm. Pretty damn bad design. I would soon upgrade this one as well to get an insane amount of iron for future projects. It's really getting annoying. This is new. This is mass crafting setup. Very compact, very tiny, very useful. Yeah, you just put your items in there. They get dispensed down to the water stream by burning the shulker box. You can just craft the items here and use this to load shulker boxes into this chest. It's insanely fast if you have the mods to use it. And yeah, I'm gonna sleep, and then we can look at the map art, which is currently the only map art, but it's a map art nonetheless. This thing is over here. It's the RGB troll face. Definitely want to do more map arts in the future. I have some great plans for that, but I didn't really find the time so far. Was a blast to build that. Pretty cool. Turned out great. Just do that. You might have seen the map on the storage, which is this one right here. Apart from that, I forgot to show you the small bee breeding setup down there. It's just a bunch of beehives, manual breeding, to get enough bees to build my massive bee farm. And yeah, next I'm just gonna go into the nether. Okay, this is the nether, this is the central nether hub pretty much. This is exactly Y0, as you can see right there in the top left. I have some overlays, don't get intimidated by this, this is just rough outlines for future things and so on. Yeah, so this is the main base, where I was. I dug a small hole in the bedrock, which goes down to the iron farm. I also already did some rough planning, so I built a couple blue ice roads in the general 8 cardinal directions, and I guess they're diagonals. To quickly go around, these are just basic farms. So you have your Ogland farm, you have your Ghast farm, the gold farm. Oh yeah, this is piglin bartering setup, 192 piglins, pretty useful, and a basalt farm. If I now go into this direction, you can see there's a couple of markers. I'm gonna go to the bee farm. The bee farm is completed. I don't know. It was in the 3000 day video. Chunks would render. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go, never mind. It's really laggy, like the entity lag. Currently loading 1700 entities, which are just bees. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Works fine. The storage is loaded with bottles. Took so long to fill this up, which was the most painful part. Building this is actually not too bad, after finding a good technique to place down the hives. Small storage at the bottom, just shulker box loaders and chests. Which I guess I didn't get this wrong. I still have enough honey blocks and honey bottles for forever, I think. Down to the right, we got the portal to the ice biome. This is just ocean with ice. And you get all the ice I could ever need. This portal is for the slime farm. And there's also a flow farm. I've skipped some of these around the world just to get all the dyes. Yeah, this is a slime farm. The concept is Wild Mango. That's why I built the brown mushroom farm. I just go into free camp. You can see swamp biome, slime spawn, and just get killed by the magma, attracted by the iron golems, and a minecart goes around, collects them, and then there's just a bunch of water streams, and another shulker box loader. Yeah. Now back in the nether, you can see that is the portal for the coral reef. I built a small coral farm there to get all kinds of coral fans. I can also go ahead and show you the overworld of the gold farm, which is probably the most interesting. The ghast farm only has one portal in the overworld that teleports them back into the nether, so there's the killing area as well. But right here in the overworld, this is the storage for the gold farm. Pretty simple, just get a portal, kill them manually down there, and a water system to transport the items into some shulker boxes. This right there is the nether side of the Guardian farm, again another portal, just pushing the Guardians back. It's pretty simple design by ENX04. You can also find a list of all the farms and designs in my Discord, in the Lightmatics and stuff channel. So if you're curious on any of those, you can get them there. Yes, I just made a portal, raid farm, Cronus V3, everyone knows it. Used it for a bunch of time. As you can see, I have 10,103 levels. Again, made another of these crafting stations because they're just way too good to use. There's the lava that burns the shulker boxes too. And this, full of emerald blocks, redstone blocks, maybe glowstone, and more emeralds. Just everything you can pack from this farm. I also stored all the other materials, which include glass bottles for the bee farm. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Before that, this is the old raid farm. This is by ENX04. Early game, I just built this like before 100 days even, just to get started on some totems, emeralds, trading, whatnot. And back there, Guardian farm, again simple by ENX04. Guardians just flow up, get teleported, and you kill them. So far it was enough, but I will soon have to upgrade that one as well. Now we're just gonna take the whole flight to the outpost, because I have an outpost, like a villager outpost, back in this direction, to get the bad omen effect for the raid farm. Also, this is where I bred all my villagers, transported them through the nether, and then you can see the railway going to the Cronus V3. It's not too far, I also have another portal there, but it's cool to fly in. It's still the flying machine. And yeah, I just made a small decoration I was bored. It looks pretty nice, I'm relatively happy with that. You don't look around the area. And this is directly in the bounding box of the villager outpost, so you can just go ahead and kill your banner guys right here. Down here is also the nether portal, pretty nicely integrated into the build. You just can watch out for the villagers. And there we are, right next to the other portal. This is the nether side of the Cronus V3 to kill all the Ravengers. You don't want those standing around the nether roof. Now, if we go back through the mob switch portal, this is a simple mob switch and chunk loader. This design is by Dark. You can find it on YouTube. This just cycles minecarts, which are in there. And this is the mob switch, just a bunch of zombie villagers that have been traded with small trading hall just to get items. Gonna deactivate this, and then in this direction you can see the royalty tower. Also at any time in the top left you can see the coordinates, so if you get lost, just refer to those in the video. Okay, I'm now standing in the center, which is by the way the end portal. That's why I have to make 2 world eaters, not 1, and also because the primitives, I think, too wide. They can see the end. If I just go into FreeCam and fly, you can see this is currently the left side of the perimeter. It's taking quite some time to load in, but there should be the edge, yes. And it's just a gigantic rectangle, and the other world eater is going to be over there. It's always like a bit buggy and, you know, Mojang B-like moment when you try to load in this area. Yeah, it's absolutely massive. I'm gonna put a render on the screen right now. This is what it looks like. Not sure what the Y level on the render is, but currently the Y level, we are down to, just gonna fly down. Y level is 1. Yeah, this is the rest of the stone. It's really taking a long time. Could be a lot faster, but again, I'm mining all the resources. You can also find the schematic for the world eater in the Discord. If you need a 750 watt world eater. I don't know, some people might. And then right here, I'm gonna go into the end. I made a staircase to get a zombie into the end because I built Ian's copper farm there to get a bunch of copper. Basically preparing still for the mega base, resources upon resources. It's taking quite a long time. And now in the end, obsidian farm, also by ENX04. I'm just building the quick farms. Got like 500,000 obsidian from that, so I don't ever have to worry about that. Back there you can see the shark farm, which in the world download is not completed. This is Bobby again. This is a mod to render chunks further than you can actually see them. And yeah, this is the end island currently. I killed the dragon 20 times. I'm just preparing to nuke this whole end island. Pretty cool. There's the copper farm. It's absolutely tiny. Still took me a while to set up. No zombie in there currently because I think I already ran it. If I just go on FreeCam again, you can see just another shulker box loader and a bunch of storage, which is way too much, by the way. In the center, there's also a wither killer, just below the end portal. You just place soul sand and it gets pushed into here, fill the dispensers with skulls, and I got like a couple stacks of beacons, which is gonna be enough for now. I don't see a reason I could need more in the future, but if I do, I can always remake that. Yeah, soon I'm gonna nuke this whole end island. There you can see the outer end islands due to the crazy render that Bobby gives you. Enderman farm, nothing crazy, early game farm pretty much. If I just fly to the shark farm, yeah, again, this is the finished farm. You already saw the video. It's up there on my channel if you didn't see it yet. Yeah, but in this world download, I was just working on that, so you don't get the full farm that unloads. I wasn't even working on it. Oh no, never mind. I was. Yeah, so this is the farm in its current state. It's literally just the bottom of the bottom layer, and all the storage is still full of scaffolding upon scaffolding. It's quite insane. It was pretty fun to build though, I can say that. Yeah, back there are actually the 2 completed shulker farms. Again, this is a scaffolding farm by ending credits. I think this is V2.2. This does 1150 shells per hour for one of these. I already made 2 and then I was like, just gonna get the record because why not? Pretty helpful also to transport the shulkers to this farm, which is what I did in the end. You could see that a little bit in the time-lapse video. Yeah. I think that's actually it for the world. Pretty sure I don't have anything. Oh no, wait, never mind. The sand quarry. I have a sand quarry far, far away. 12,000 blocks far away. Didn't let it run yet. It's just a stationary sand quarry. I'm gonna use this in the future a lot to get all the sand I need. The gravel I get from bartering, because I don't do gravity block duping. The only duping I do is TNT duping, just so you know. Okay, gonna fly back into the overworld, because I already did render the map. Another very useful mod, which is called Saros Minimap. World map, I think it is. I think it's world map. Just gonna load the chunks again. And there we go. So if I just open the world map, as you can see, this is like the entire map of my current world, all the loaded chunks, and just around 12,000 blocks on the x-axis. I just zoom in. This is the sand quarry. Already made a couple blocks of trenches, so this is just gonna go on forever. I had to choose the location because this is like a pretty huge desert, just going on for a couple thousand of blocks, so I can get enough sand for my projects. Down here is the slime farm. Again, you can see the coordinates on the top, if you mess that up. Down here is the coral farm. I didn't show that. It's a small farm. Only works in coral reef though. Somewhere around this area. I'm not sure where it is. Oh, there it is. This is the gold farm storage. This is the map art. You saw that. Down here is just a couple chunks of explored terrain, some ocean, some other biomes. Yeah. Again, these are not loaded chunks, so you can see this updating. This is the World Eater. There you can also see the full thing, which is 1,500 across each side, going down to bedrock in the future, hopefully. And this is also the normal base from above. And that's it. I hope. If I forgot anything, I'll mention it down in the comments. Other than that, thank you for watching. More download is always in the description. Just be careful when rendering. This world might already be heavy on some computers. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Goodbye.